Hey, Leo Seekers. You don't need to learn from others how to not be fabulous every day. Others need to learn from you how to be fabulous every day. No one ever gives Leo the credit of actually being humble. You're not modest, but there's a difference between modest and humble. You know it, others don't. They put on fake modesty and call it humility. You're actually humble. You don't think any ounce of your gloriousness makes you more important or others less valuable. If anything, you want everyone to see just how glorious they are too. But they can't, and they're insecure, so they blame you for not being humble. You're humble. True royalty is very humble. It doesn't presume it needs to do anything to be on the throne. It is just worthy by being. I think that that's humility. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, but the societal conformity and how expectations are built, based on what expectations are built. It's not seen that way. So the truth, it's almost like it doesn't matter. What difference does it make that there's a difference between humility and modesty? No one sees it and no one knows it. And everyone perceives you, too many cards, as a certain thing. Then to them you are that certain thing, and that affects their behavior toward you. In a perfect world, you would be not just looked up to or learned from, you would also be loved for it. Because, you know, people often can really respect you and look up to you and listen to you and learn from you, but not love you for all of these reasons. Because they will always have this thing inside of them that wants to be you, that wants to replace you, usurp you. They won't admit it to themselves, but they are learning from you with the intent of replacing you. Ace of Cups. When you do it from the heart, you do it from love. You do it because it's your nature, not your ego. You guide people because you love people, and you're in that position of knowing and of leadership. Others want to guide people because they want the status and the recognition. That's why they will never be in your position and will always resent you for it and hide it even from themselves. Six of Pentacles. Because they know, those who truly spend time with you and learn from you realize that everything I just said applies to you. That you're not chasing it, you're just it. You're not trying, you just are. So they know that resenting you would make them jackasses. So they'll suppress it. To feel better about how they feel, they'll try to be your best friend and root for you and cheer for you. And always be there for you. Until one day, when you truly need them, after they've established how much you can trust them and how much you can always rely on them, and they'll always be there for you. That one time when you'll actually need them. when you come and purr and ask, that's when their sense of suppressed superiority will come to the surface and tell you, no, I'm sorry, I just can't. I hate to see you so sad, and I really wish there was something I can do, and I'm sorry I can't say yes. And they'll see it in your face. You won't blink, you won't move a muscle, but they'll see the disappointment in your eyes and the sense of, I can't believe I trusted and asked. And they will get a kick out of it, a kink out of it, because it's the first time in their life where they will be made to feel like they are more powerful than you. And you will know that that is the weakest thing they have ever done. And they won't. They'll feel great. And you'll distance yourself from them because you've learned. And they'll notice little by little. And they'll say something to themselves about how it's your pride that gets in your way and between the two of you. It's not that they have shown themselves to be utter disappointments and fake. No, it's you that just can't handle your ego and a no. That's what they'll say to themselves for years while they feel really great about themselves, about that small sense of empowerment, alleged empowerment at your expense. But you've moved on already to conquer other worlds, make new friends, hopefully real ones, and they will never have you again. And if you're a cross watcher, I hope I caught you just in time before you did that to a Leo. Eight of Swords and you, Strength card. The King of the Jungle doesn't give orders to the other animals. The King of the Jungle takes care of nature because nature takes care of what is living on it. And then the animals are taken care of by the forest, by the jungle, without even knowing that the reason the jungle was able to tend to them is because the lion had tended to the jungle. So they don't see the work that you've done for them or that you do for them because you make the premise in perfect conditions, and they will credit the premise and they will credit the jungle and they will credit God and energy and luck, not you. They'll say that you haven't been giving them enough attention because you've been doing this and you've been doing that and you've been focusing on this tree and you've been focusing on that patch of land. And it's like, and it's not that you didn't communicate. It's not like you're a Scorpio who does everything for everyone but doesn't communicate it and then they're surprised that they're not getting credit. They just don't want to listen because their psyche is like, Leo is already getting all the credit and all the attention. Why should we give them credit for doing things for us vicariously without asking for credit? Mm-mm. And the strength card shows that you feel like it's your prison because of the Eight of Swords. You feel like it's your curse. I'm not going to tell you it's not. It's a painful thing on one hand. On the other hand, You are Virgo's 12th house. You are Virgo's subconscious. Virgo is a sign of service. You put the light of consciousness and awareness into the Virgo archetype that then goes and serves everyone. It's a divine purpose that you chose when you came here. Just be proud of yourself. If they're not proud of you, I'm proud of you. Seven of Wands and Page of Swords. You should not be arguing with people. This is a reading for March, by the way. Hi, my name is Morgainne, and this is the Existential Shift. Um, you should not be arguing with people who don't know what you know. They will bring you down to their level. It will be futile. It will be a waste of energy, a waste of words. They will use your words against you. Why are you dealing with someone so juvenile? Why are you dealing with someone so juvenile and immature? Because they flattered you a lot? That's when you fall into the shadow, Leo. Just because someone flatters you doesn't mean they're on your side. If anything, it might mean they want something from you. Maybe they're sincere and they just want to express their positive feelings toward you. But maybe they're just flattering you. And if you're falling for it, to empty words that they don't mean, they just say because it sounds good. Eventually, when they think they have you, they'll start changing their behavior and being less and less positive and more spiteful and sarcastic. And you're like, what happened? You used to be so loving and fun and encouraging. And they'll be like, well, it's before I knew who you are. And it's like, well, you knew exactly who I am. You just played a game. And you're going to try to explain this to them and show it to them. They know. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Libra. Drop the wand. They're not even waving their sword. It's behind them. They don't know how to use it. Go around them. Don't show them respect by speaking with them directly and being a snitch or whatever that bullshit is that you have in your mind. It's like they would snitch on you in a heartbeat. There's being honorable and then there's being gullible, you know? The Sun and Six of Cups. You need to shine. You know, like you shined when you were a kid and you didn't worry about how people responded, reacted, how much they were jealous, how much it hurt their feelings that you were center stage and getting all the, the good admiration while they weren't. And it's like before you started dimming your light to make others feel better about themselves, you don't make others feel better about themselves by dimming your light if your light is the thing that feeds people and gives them vitamin D. So taking away their vitamin D isn't going to strengthen them. It's just going to push them further into being stupid dumbasses that are jealous and don't do shit for themselves. Go back to that childlike joy and lightheartedness. This month, I see a soulmate situation. I have Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, the Sun. Um, I think it's after you may have been in a very committed relationship or connection for a very long time. Some of you stayed there for money, for resources, for habit, for feeling sorry for them. I don't know how, in what world you think it's kind to stay with someone out of pity. They deserve to be loved as much as they love you in return. It's not kind to be with someone out of pity. It's actually very cruel. Set them free so they can find someone who genuinely wants to be with them. Okay? It's like the more you try to get this past or whoever this person is up to your level by talking to them, by explaining to them, by fighting for them, by showing them, it's like the more juvenile they act. It's like the more you step up, the more they step down. If you keep stepping up in relation to them, you'll keep being on this imbalanced swing, waving your feet up in the air, sitting like alone, and they're down there, and you can't pull them up to you. So who is this soulmate connection that is coming through? It's not this person. The other, everything I just said. It's someone that reminds you that you're actually amazing. They enjoy your presence, not because of your status or because of what you do or because of, how other people look at you. They just they genuinely enjoy the time they spend with you. Because maybe you make them laugh, maybe you inspire them, maybe they feel warm and fuzzy next to you. I don't know. But it's sweet and it's sincere and it's refreshing and it's different. Two of Cups. Okay, this is wonderful. So we're closing off this reading for March with a new relationship or coming together with someone that feels like your best friend. They feel like they're your best friend. Um, it's very harmonious. It's very sweet. It's very fluid. You laugh a lot. You enjoy. You have fun. And it could lead to so many places. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful, right? And above it, the Ace of Cups. Anything else, please, for Leo? Hold on. Nine of Wands and Three of Pentacles. You will be able to build something lasting and positive with like-minded people who enjoy working with you. And it's not going to be like a soap opera and all kinds of childish issues. Also, on another note, if you are working as part of a team or with other people on something, and there is someone that constantly feels left out, they might sabotage the situation somehow. And I am not picking up that they are malicious as much as, when you push someone hard enough, they're bound to snap. Um, it's more like a comeback than it is an initiation of hurt. So if that applies to you and there's someone like that, maybe try to include them more. Definitely don't gossip about them or laugh at them or make fun of them. They can tell, they can see, they can hear. Um, Maybe they're not saying anything, but they're hurt and they just feel really hurt. Include them. 7 days free trial on Patreon. You have nothing to lose, my friend. Link is below. So check it out. Join the tribe. I love you. Stay magic and stay true.